Hey y'all, welcome back. I am going to try to do this video real quick before my battery goes dead. Before my battery goes dead and before my computer goes dead. But I just really wanted to come on here really quickly and talk to you oily girls about some of the products that you could use for your oily skin. One of my friends is getting married this weekend, and we were doing like a makeup trial, and me and her was just talking about some of the products that's really good for girls with oily skin. Y'all know I have super duper oily skin. I'm always coming at you guys, trying to keep you guys updated and posted on some products that really work good for oily skin. Everyone's skin is different. Everyone's oiliness is different, but these are the products that have really worked well for me, and I've been using them for months. So I'm definitely standing by these products when it comes to recommending them for oily girls. First off, if you are oily, you definitely want to make sure you moisturize your skin. I know it's like, why am I moisturizing my skin when I already look like a grease bucket? Trust me, I know, and I know exactly how you feel. But I can honestly say, guys, when I stepped up my moisturizing regimen with my skincare regimen, I definitely see a decrease in the amount of oil that I would typically produce in the day compared to not moisturizing my skin. Now, I still get oily skin now. Don't get me wrong, I'm still oily. If you want to see any products that I use on my skin, I will have all the video links below in the info bar for you guys to check out about my skincare regimen. If you have oily skin, you definitely need to use a primer. You cannot skip on a primer, and this was one of my mistakes I was doing many years ago. I would not use a primer because I honestly felt like, okay, this is another product I'm adding to my face, which is going to clog my pores, which is going to cause me to break out, which is another step I have to add to my already complex makeup application, psych. But I just don't feel the need to add so many products to my face, which takes away, you know, my natural look and some of my imperfections that I do want to kind of stick out, you know, so it gives a more natural look. But I was noticing when I did not prime my skin, my face was definitely more oily. My foundation was definitely moving around. It wasn't setting. I looked even more greasier. My brows looked even, ooh girl, my brows used to look super duper greasy. Like I had literally, I can't even explain it, but like literally from here till about my arch point would be completely oily, like literally. So I have really come to love the Becca primer, and this is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. This is amazing. I stand by it 100%. If you have oily skin like me, you will love this primer. It won't have you necessarily matte all day. You definitely have to use other matte products in order to get a full matte look where your oils doesn't seep through. This is definitely the base. Definitely using a primer will give you more of a smoother canvas. Will definitely make your foundation apply a lot more smoother and seamless and flawless on the skin. It will also keep the foundation from moving around, so it's pretty much just giving it a base to sit on. So that is why I love this primer. I got mine from Sephora. I'm not sure where else Becca products are being sold, but definitely get your hands on this. You will love it. A little bit goes a long way. You do not need a lot of this because it is a very thick consistency. You always want to pick a matte foundations, you know, if you want your face to be completely matte. If you don't want to be matte every single day, you can definitely add things to your foundation to make it a little bit more glowy. I like the Drugstore foundation, the Maybelline Matte Poreless Foundation for normal to oily skin. This is in the color 330 and it is Toffee Caramel. I love this foundation for it to be a drugstore foundation. It really comes through and shows completely out. If you are interested in a tutorial or a first impression on this product, I'll have the link below in the info bar for you guys to check out. But this is a bomb foundation that I feel so many women love, so many women rave about, and I absolutely understand why so many of you beautiful ladies love this foundation. The next foundation that you might like if you are a girl who is very oily and you need something that's going to keep you matte all day is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I have already done a first impression video on this product. I am hoping that it will be up before I post this video. So this foundation is definitely going to keep you matte for a long time. Now when I used this foundation, I did not use the matte powder because they were out of my color in the store. So I ended up having to use my Mako Forever Duo Matte Powder, which I love. It worked very well with this foundation. I had no problems whatsoever. Honey, if you are looking for a foundation that is completely matte and your oils will not fight through, your oils will not try to push through, this is the foundation for you to try. Try this foundation out. Let me know what you think. Also, one thing I want to say is both of these foundations are very, very good for the price and what they do, especially for my oily girls who don't want to spend a lot of money on high-end foundation. Definitely go to your local drugstore and see if you can find either one of these products. If you do and you decide to purchase it, let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are, or if you even like either one of these foundations. But I really suggest either one of these foundations because they work so well with oily skin. The last thing, which I think is super duper important, is your setting powder. Before I really got into makeup, I did not set my foundation whatsoever. I don't know, I just felt like adding so many different products was just like, it was too much to be doing for number one. It took away a natural look for number two. Number three, I just felt like, okay, this is another product I'm adding on my skin which is going to break out and act crazy. But I really do see the difference, and I really do see why so many people recommend and suggest that you use a finishing powder or a setting powder to set your foundation, especially if you are oily. For some people who are not oily, maybe dry, they may not too much like to set their foundation with a powder, for the simple fact that powder can sometimes gravitate towards dry patches. But if you are oily, you definitely want to get you a powder. The powder that I'm talking about is the Mako Forever Duo Matte Powder. This is in the color 214 and it is absolutely fabulous. If you are looking for a powder that will keep you matte all day, you do not have to reapply it, I would definitely suggest that you pick up this Mako Forever Duo Matte Foundation Powder. This is more like a foundation powder, so it is going to give you a little bit more coverage. It's going to give you a little bit more color. It's not like a setting powder. And basically, this is just going to keep your foundation from moving. It's going to make your foundation last a lot longer. So if you're oily, you definitely want to make sure you set your foundation. And I would just highly, highly, highly suggest that you purchase this, because this is like an amazing foundation that I think you will always use because it's just that great. Alrighty then. So that is pretty much all the products that I like to use when it comes to my super duper oily skin. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. Bye.